isn't as hard as it looks because there's a little bit of a pattern. So if I were to move this decimal over one place value, what would my answer be?
623.
Okay, go ahead and write that down. Now, look at the next one. It's exactly the same. We just add one more place value.
0.
Right, so 6,230. And the next one, what do you think?
600, 200,
62,300. So I just added one place value each time. The first time, I had to hop the decimal. The next two times, I just got to add the 0 to the end. Okay?
Yeah.
And the next three are the exact same way. Skip down to 7.
Okay.
Now on 7, looks like there's a different pattern on 7, 8, and 9. What do you see that's different?
There's the zeros are at the end. The zeros are before the number.
Okay, true. So these are decimal, but these are still decimal place value. So what else is different? It's times 10. All three of them are times 10. So we move it one place value each time. I'm going to try and do it in my head. I'm going to visualize this decimal going over to the other side. Then I'm going to visualize this decimal going over to the other side of the 0. And again, visualize it. Whoops. So do you see the pattern there? Okay, now I'm going to give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and I want to talk to you because starting at number 39, it's a little different. All eyes on number 39. Instead of a 10, 100, or 1,000, what do we have? A 20. So here's what I have to do in my head. 32 times 2. Who can do that in their head? 32 times 2, what is it?
64.
64. So we would write 6.4 here, and then hop the decimal. Go ahead and write that down. 6.4 because I just did 32 times 2, 3.2 times 2. And how many times do I hop the decimal? 1. How do you know it's 1?
Because
There's only one 0. So the answer to that one is 64. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do this, and then we will grade it. So start with number 1, 623, 6,230, 62,300. Did you get those right?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Number 4, 736, 7,360, 73,600, 6, 6/10. So that would be 0.6. 6 hundredths, 3, 30, 300. 2 tenths, 2, 20, 8 hundredths, 0.08. 8 tenths, 8. 3 and 2 tenths, 6 and 7 tenths, 91, 74. Okay, up to number 23. 4,100, 7,600, 10, 70, 7 and 2 tenths.
Mrs. Lewis, I thought that, isn't 25 100?
No, it's just 10. Let's look at 25 real quick, okay?
Yeah, it's just 10.
And I'll tell you, remember I said I messed up on my answer key, so it's not a big deal. So if I hop this one 3 times, I end up with 1 0.
Oh.
Okay, so I think all those zeros might have been confusing you. Okay, not a big deal. All right, so let's see. Am I ready for 28? Okay. 8 2/100ths, 19, 7,412, 680, 49 100. So 49.01. 1,607, 91 9/10, 1,820, 14,700, 202 1/10, 1,721, and 64. Okay, let's start on 40. What number am I going to take times 2?
41.
41 times 2. So can you do that quickly in your head? What is it?
82.
82. Now I have to put the decimal back in, so it ends up being 8.2. How many place values do I move my decimal? So my answer is
82.
very good. 32 times 3.
96.
96, so it would be 9.6.
Oh, I
How many place values?
1.
So the answer?
96.
96. Oh, 13 times 3. Quick, quick, quick. What is it? 39. Good. So it has to be 3.9. How many place values?
1.
Answer. Now this one's a little more tricky. So I'm going to show you the strategy I use on this. I do 2 times 4. What is that?
8.
And 1 times 4.
4.
And 3 times 4.
12.
12. Now how many place values of decimals do I need?
1.
Are you sure? Because there's 2. 3 and 12/100ths. Now does that make sense? A whole number of 3 times 4 is 12. And 12 times 4 is 48. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Yes. How many place values do I move my decimal?
1.
So the answer is 124 8/10. Are you ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use the same strategy. So 2 times 4. What is it?
8.
And 1 times 4.
4.
And 4 times 4. Uh-oh, regrouping. Where could I put that 1? Over here? What's 4 times 4?
16.
16. Now I do 1 times 4 again,
4.
plus that 1 I carried.
5.
How many decimal place values does my first factor show?
4.
How many decimal place values right here? 2. So that's where I put my decimal. How many place values do I move it?
1.
1 place value. Why am I moving it just 1 place value? Boys and girls. Number 1, side B, 461, 4,610, 46,100, 892, 8,920, 89,200. 3, 3/10, 3/100ths. 9, 90, 900. 4/10, 4, 40. 7/100ths, 7/10, 7. 4 5/10, 7 8/10, 28, 19. Okay, up to 23. 5,200, 8,700, 10, 80, 83/100ths, 9 3/100ths, 17, 8,523, 790, 58 200ths. So 58.02. 2,708. 81 and 8/10. 2,930. 25,800. 303 and 2/10. So 303.2. And 2,831. Okay, so let's take a look at 39. 21 times 2, what is it?
40.
But I have to write 4.2 because my decimal has to be in the same place. So how many place values? What's your answer?
42.
Okay, wake up. 33 times 2. Quick, quick.
66.
66. So I have to write 6.6. How many place values does it move? 1 because of how many zeros? 31 times 3. 93. So 9.3. How many place values?
1.
12 times 3. 36. Who said that so fast?
You're right.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. You might already know your 12s. How many place values? 1. So the answer?
36.
I don't see any regrouping in this one. 1 times 4. What is it? 1 times 4? 2 times 4.
8.
Where does my decimal go? Between the 8 and the 4. Got to keep it the same. Move it how many place values? How you doing?
I need to catch up.
Okay, so it's a lot easier than it looked, isn't it? Yeah. So let's do that multiply across thing again, okay? 1 times 4. 1 times 4. 3 times 4.
12.
So that's regrouping. I'm going to put my 1 over here. And then 1 times 4 again, plus 1. Where does my decimal go? Between the 2 and the 4. How many place values do I move it? 524 and 4/10.